I need to tell you something. I went to Hunter College.
You did, like me, in Manhattan. Very nice.
It makes me so happy when I see people that made it that went to Hunter.
That's so nice. I loved Hunter. I think you get out of Hunter what you put into Hunter. I think it's a great school. I loved it.
Yay, CUNY.
And good for you. Look at you.
Oh, I know. Look at me.
You like doing.
Do you know any other actor friends that also went to Hunter?
I don't, because when I actually hadn't started acting yet when I went to Hunter. I was waitressing and just needed to keep my mind active, and so that was the best place for me. So I don't know any actors that went there, but
I have a Hunter scoop for you. I interviewed Vin Diesel, and he went to Hunter, and he was very excited.
That's exciting. Oh, good. So if I meet Vin, I'll know that we have that in common.
Totally.
Okay, good. Thanks for that.
Different buildings. Well, it's funny that you mentioned waitressing because I read an article about how you said you were really good at waitressing, but then you preferred acting.
That's true. Yes. Yeah, I was a good waitress, but because I want to be good at any, you'd want to be good at what you're doing. You're spending that time doing. But no, waitressing was fun for about 5 years, and then after that, it was purely a means of putting bread on the table.
Well, I'm really excited about this because you're steadily working. You're always doing cool projects, but this is getting a lot of buzz.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Yeah.
I know I've been in New York the last couple of weeks, and I'm like looking at these two guys on the subway everywhere I go. Their posters are all over the place, so I'm excited.
What does that feel like?
It feels great. It feels exciting. I don't ever really have a sense of it like that. I just feel like I'm doing my work and doing my job, and then if people want to watch it, you never know what people are going to respond to. So you just do the best work that you can do and hope that people like it.
What do you feel like you can give to advice, like people that are at Hunter now that maybe want to get into it, but you go through those periods where you waitress more than act, for everybody. Yeah. What do you say to those people?
I would say, well, you have to really want to do it, for one, and then just go for it. Like, give yourself an amount of time where you make that commitment to it and see it through, and then sort of reassess as you go. I mean, you also don't want to keep doing it if you're 20 years in and you've never got a job. So it's hard. I admire anyone who has the balls to do it, really.
Yeah, well, you have the balls to do it.
Something. Or I've got like a short circuit in the head or something.
So this is the rural country, basically, right? Yeah. So you're just in the middle of nowhere. But how does this, unlike here, but how does that relate to your background growing up with no running water, electricity?
Yes. Well, my mom and stepfather, when we all moved into this little cabin in the woods in western Massachusetts with no electricity or no running water. Actually,
hippie parents?
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Hi, my middle name's Rainforest.
Okay,
so
is that true?
Rainforest. We can talk about the hippie parents.
Did you grow up in Manhattan?
No, heck no. Gainesville, Florida.
Okay. How did you get to Hunter? That's
it's
another
one of those
story.
things where you go to college, you want to be in the city, like you probably did.
Right.
But what are you most excited about this coming out? Like, what part of it do you think is going to be the most impactful to people watching?
I love that it's introducing people to this this Native American community. Even though this is not a documentary, this is not their story, but just the idea that there are people out there who are living lives that we have no idea about. Communities that are really unrecognized, Native American people that have real struggles, and to just show that there are other things happening in this country than what we're seeing on TV from day to day feels exciting and important to me.
So when I watch it, am I going to be rooting for you, or am I going to be hating your character?
A little of both.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine a little of both. Someone today was like, I saw the first 3 episodes and I did not like you. And then around episode 4, I was like, okay. So she, I don't mind. She's not everyone's likable all the time.
Can you tell us what she does or who she is?
Well, I play Jean Jensen, and she's the Harold's wife, and something happens in the first episode. She does something which then sort of sets off this whole sequence of events, and she's been hearing voices for the last 17 years, and she finally has to sort of confront her mental illness, and there's a lot going on. Lost loves, secrets, murder.
Ooh, there's a lot. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What a pleasure.
Look, it's so good to
Nice
meet
to meet
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.